Hey, it's Ken, and this is our feature of some of our favorite people, which we like to do every single month. And I've got sitting beside me, I've got Lisa and Lindsay, who have started this really cool business. It's called Big D Coaching, and I'm guessing that doesn't mean Dallas. You got to tell me what this is all about.
No, the D does not stand for Dallas.
Okay.
But yeah, first of all, thank you so much for featuring us. We're super pumped.
Super pumped.
Yeah,
Awesome.
We're super excited to be here and can't wait to share a little bit about our new business. So essentially, the D stands for a number of things.
Okay.
It started out as standing for divorce. So I got separated and divorced from my husband 2 years ago. And during that time, we were searching and searching. When I say we, it was my best friend and I. So I landed on her doorstep in tears a number of times going,
I can't believe that was 2 years ago.
I know.
That's insane.
I know.
Yeah.
Going, I don't know what to do. How do people get through this? This is so hard. There's financial questions, emotional questions. I'm so worried about the kids. I want to make sure I maintain a good relationship with him. Who do I go to and what do I do? And so during that time, I researched and I couldn't really find a lot of programs out there. And so basically, Lindsay had just finished up her job at KPMG and wasn't sure what she was doing next. So I essentially said, can you help me through this? Or maybe you offered. I don't know how it works.
Maybe a little bit of both.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But essentially, she became my divorce coach.
Okay.
And she helped me to figure out what matters most, how to stay focused, how to stay sane, throughout the process. And at the end of that, we both sat down and said, wow, start to finish 6 months. And, I still love my ex. We're still friends. We're co-parenting great. How come we don't look around and see this happening with our friends and family that are getting divorced?
Right.
And what can we do to help with that? So we decided that we're both certified coaches and this is a space that is needed. And so we want to help people get through their divorces amicably. And so that's where we started with the Big D. And as we were building up the business and our website, we started to realize that the D sort of stood for a number of things, right? So the first segment is direction, right?
Okay.
So
Okay.
We're both super passionate about relationships and preventing the Big D from happening. So the direction is sort of about, all the people that we know in our lives that are sitting on the edge and the fence of their relationship. They're not really in it, but they're too scared to leave. They're not really investing in either direction. So it's sort of get in or get out. Make a commitment to your partner or make a commitment to, amicably separating. So the first D is for direction. The second D, yes, the Big D, is about divorce. And then the third is discovery. So that sort of life after divorce piece. So yeah, we really wanted to help everyone, men and women, going through all three of these stages, but we were a bit naive. And every marketing person that we talked to said, that's so many people that you're trying to help.
Right.
What are you truly passionate about in this moment? Because you got to pick, right? Mm-hmm. And, so I'll pass the mic over to you.
So then let's talk about what were you really passionate about in that moment? What's the focus?
Yeah, exactly. So the focus became that first piece. And
Okay.
we still coach people through the spectrum, but that first piece, that direction where we help people get off the fence.
Right.
Are you getting in and all the fucking way in,
Right.
all the way
Right.
in, or getting out? And we help people make that decision because that decision is gigantic.
Yep.
And if the decision is get in, we have so many tools and resources to help them do that, help them get in and actually commit to their relationship. So not just my relationship's good, my relationship is unreal. So actually living.
Okay, so talk to me about kind of that process and then what people can expect, the things that you guys do to get them through that part. What can people expect if they want to come to you and get some coaching?
Yeah, for sure. So, the first thing that people can expect is that if they say they are a client of Ken Regal, you can reach out to us, go to our website, and let us know that you're a client of Ken's, and you will get a free hour coaching session with us. So
cool. I have my own promo code. That's awesome. Okay. All right. So then let's just talk about that really quickly too. So if they want to go, what is your website?
So it's thebigdcoaches.com.
Okay.
Yep, pretty easy. And then click on Let's Chat. It's in the top right-hand corner.
Okay.
And you can pick a time to chat, and there'll be a notes section where you can put in the Ken Regal promo code.
Awesome. That's so cool. I've never had a promo code before. All right. Okay, so let's get back to processes here. Let's talk about that. Like, what can people expect when they, if they're going to take you up on your offer of an hour of coaching, which is so generous, and thank you so much for that. What can people expect in that hour, or, anytime they come and see you?
All right, well, I'll take this one. For
Sure.
that hour, open to anything. So essentially, it's like you can come to the call with any sort of area where you feel stuck and you want a little movement on, and we'll coach you on that.
Okay.
In terms of our actual program, that's sort of get in or get out,
Yes.
that's a longer program that we're doing one-on-one coaching for, and it can all be done, via Zoom or Skype or on the phone. And that has more of a systematic approach to it. There's a lot of pre-work, and we figure out exactly where the person's at. And then we basically build a structure and a platform of tools, tips, and strategies and coaching that is just unique to that individual's circumstance and situation.
So you've never been divorced. No. You have gone through it. So what was that like for your best friend to come to you and say, okay, you got to help me through this, but you hadn't experienced it yet. Like, what did you do?
I know, right? It seems crazy. We actually say all the time that Lisa is happily divorced most of the time, and I'm happily married most of the time.
Right. Okay. Got it.
So it was different, but growing up, my parents were divorced. In the last sort of maybe year or two prior to Lisa getting divorced, 2 of my 3 sisters got divorced, and then Lisa. So, I mean, I think the stat right now, and it does change, is somewhere around 53-54% of people are getting divorced. Wow. So it's the new norm. Sure. Like, it's the majority of people are rather than aren't, right? Yeah. So we wanted to really just like normalize it for people, and for Lisa in particular, I mean, she was my bestie, so she was on my doorstep. My background was in accounting, and we joke all the time. We have like the perfect strengths that kind of mesh together. I'm the organized one.
Okay.
Not so much.
Not so much. So yeah, it was really about like, hey, how do we get you organized? How do we get your finances in order? What do you need to do? And it was a lot of some tactical checklist kind of stuff. But from like a coaching standpoint, there's so much emotional everything tied to every single decision. And so having that coaching certification in my back pocket was like, I could do the tactical stuff, and we kind of knew the things, but we got to tie that in with like, okay, how does this feel? Like, you're going through this, like, what are you actually thinking right now? Like, and some of the bigger questions.
So at what point through the process here in your divorce did you guys just go, you know what, we just have to do this? Was it like halfway through? Was it the end? Like, was it when the dust had all settled and the kids had all settled down and everything, and you guys reflected? Or was it like halfway through you're like, this is a case study, and we've got real world this is a real world case study here, we got to do this?
Yeah, I think it was when the dust settled, to be honest.
Really? Yeah, it wasn't during it was there was too much going on, too much emotion, too much of all that to even think like, oh, this could be a business or this is needed elsewhere. It was after, I actually remember, it was after the parenting and separation documents had been signed. Yeah. And so we kind of knew what the path forward was. And the dust was settling, and it was like, okay, this is still, going to be different stages of the grief process, but also like, what do we do now? And I remember I came over here and we were looking for like every job online and doing all these different things. And I was like, I'm going to need to, I want to support my family. I got to, coaching has been amazing, but I also haven't turned it into like a, high gross profit.
Well, because you've been a coach for a long time. Right?
Yeah.
Like, you've done it for a long time.
Yeah. But was also kind of the primary caregiver at home. So we looked at all the job postings out there, and Lindsay was also at the time looking for a job. And we just both kind of said, like, if we could do anything in the world, what would it be? And I think for both of us, it was to help people. Coaching. It was like a slam dunk. It was like, that's the thing that I think we're both meant to be doing. That is our calling. That's what we're here to do, is to help people find their power, figure out who they are, figure out, what their best life looks like. And it's so different for everyone. And, that's really what makes me feel alive and feel like what I'm here to do. So
Awesome. We're talking with Lindsay and Lisa of Big D Coaching. Now that your website again is bigdcoaching.com, correct?
Yes.
You guys are Big D Coaches. Sorry. You guys are like some of the most positive people I've ever met in my life. And we've spent some time together, right? And you guys, I mean, you're always improving yourselves. You just come back from this big trip to Texas where I saw some posts on social media that you guys, it was life-changing for you. I walked through the door this morning and I just could not get, I was so overwhelmed by like the positiveness out of the two of you.
I know, we're vibrating.
So if people do want to get a hold of you again, what is the best way to get a hold of you if they want to take advantage of you guys and your energy and this super cool business that you're starting to build?
Okay, well, yeah, so we mentioned thebigdcoaches.com, so connect with us online, but also follow us on social. So same handle at Instagram, and we also have a Facebook business page. And my phone number is the easiest way to get a hold of us.
Okay,
So
what is it? Let's
it's
have it.
out there. So please call me or text me, let me know you're interested in having that free session with Ken. Code word Ken. So you can actually just...
Code word Ken.
Code word Ken. I like it.
You can even skip going through the website and just drop me a text at 403-875-1865.
Okay, awesome. We'll have that all posted on our website too.
Sweet.
Thank you so much. This has been super fun. I really appreciate it, and good luck. That's great.
Thank you.